Hey everyone, how you doing? We are live again on Wednesday. It's not been a very good morning. I've been a bit angry or stressed about some stuff. Just trying to sort out a client. But it is what it is. You just have to go with the flow. I say that, but deep down, I'm fed up of going with the flow with this client. We just want to get it wrapped up and sorted out. But unfortunately, we can't get it wrapped up and sorted out until they sort out stuff on their end. But hey, that's just life, okay? That's just life. That's how it is. You just got to go with it. It's annoying. Trust me, it is annoying. When you're working hard and you're trying to get things done, right? It doesn't help. Hey, Charlie. So client, one of ours, this is ongoing for ages. Sometimes it's a stop-start because they're not available. We're waiting on content. And now they're not able to give us access to their old website because they don't know how to access their old website. And you think, we cannot switch your new website to your old one unless we have access to your old website, but they don't know how to do that. So I've just got in touch with their existing or their old web designer, and he goes, oh, I didn't touch the website for 7 years. I don't care how long it's been since you touched a website. Just give us access. We need access. But we got problems. We got problems at the moment. Problems. Anyway, I hope you're all okay. Watch out, by the way, Charlie's probably downloading all of your YouTube videos. He's starting his own bootleg video store at the minute. God bless that guy. God bless him. God bless Charlie. Ah, good old Charlie. I knew him. Ah, yeah. Aha, Charlie. He's a good guy, yes. Oh, yes. He's a good guy. Let me just get the chat window open. Let me go to, I think I got to go to, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Go live, right. Sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean that. I did mean it, actually. Bootleg store. Dodgy man. You dodgy man. Dodgy man Charlie, that's what we call him. Dodgy man Charlie. Never, ever work with Charlie. Dodgy man Charlie. So Charlie is saying he's looking at Forminator. Yeah, believe me, okay. If I'm not using Elementor Form, I will then use Forminator because it is just super cool for conditional, calculated logic. Really, really good. Once you mess around with the styling and all of that. But it is super, super good. I like it. I think it's really, really simple, easy to use, and versatile. Oh, I've just realized I'm still running OBS. Why am I running OBS? I don't need to be running OBS. Yeah, there you go. OBS is now shut down. No need for OBS. And I'm back using EV Mux again. EV Mux. In fact, I put out a video today, didn't I, on EV Mux on YouTube. So there's a video now going through what's good about EV Mux. I know it's not to do with Elementor and stuff like that, but I just think that the benefits of making sure you understand how, if you're ever thinking about doing stuff like this with streaming and stuff like that, I think it's a good thing to do. I think, I think it's a great way to just got to mess around with something's not right with this video. How do I change the settings for this video? When you go live and you're still messing around with your settings. But anyway, look, anyone joining in, we talk about Elementor WordPress, design, businesses, loads of shit. Loads of shit. That's all we do. We're just a shit channel doing shit stuff. Okay. I'm losing the plot today. Losing the plot. Content. Let's go to content. Let's go to the live. Yeah, live chat. The picture is set up. We are live. We are live. Comments. You know, you stop looking at Facebook, then you go look at something else, then you look at something else, then you look at something else, and there is a lot of back and forth sometimes in messages and emails. Wow. Okay, let's just check these emails because someone has replied to me. Sorry, by the way, if I go silent as well. So today I recorded 5 videos. Actually, it's 6. I had to redo one of them because one of the videos, after recording it, I got to the end and I realized I'd cut off a bit of the screen, a key bit of the screen I'd cut off. And I was so like, "Urgh." Okay, right. What's this? So Charlie has just sent me something. So Charlie has just sent me something. Charlie does this, just sends me stuff. Such a dodgy guy. What's he got here? So Charlie, what bit are you interested in? Is there something about that you want to show? Oh, just sent you a screenshot. Do you think Forminator will be able to make something similar to this? What do you mean, the booking bit? Are you talking about the booking bit? So where you get to where is it though? Where is the booking bit? Where's the button for booking? Where's the button for booking, Charlie? Ah, yeah, found it. I found the button. Found the button. Right, okay. I think the limitation you're gonna have, and this is I'm doing this from memory, okay, because I can't fully remember, but I think the limitation will be the date picker. Let me just double check, okay? I can't remember. Let me just check. I'll share my window as well, by the way. Let me just share it. Let's go to window. Let's go over here. Let's share that. Is that a screen? Okay, so let me just go over here. I honestly can't remember. I have to be honest, I cannot remember. Let me just install Forminator again. So this is one of our test sites where I tend to do a lot of testing and stuff on. Let's just get Forminator in. This is why the live chats are so good. This is real time, no messing around. If it goes wrong, we are screwed. And Charlie won't care because Charlie will be like, well, I never told you to do it. And get rid of that. I don't care about that. Right. Okay. So let's create a. Oh, yeah. I had some testing stuff there. Let's create a new form. Right. Let's just do a blank form. Let's just call it Charlie. And let's do insert field, date picker. Let's just add in some fields like that, okay? And then we'll do that as well, right? So we'll go date. Let me just do something like that. I don't know. You can actually have a hidden field. Is it hidden field? I think it's hidden field. Let me just do that as well. Insert a hidden field. No, we'll call that no. I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to go to preview. So street address. Let's get rid of address. Right, let's get rid of address. That was a bit of a shit one. So we got that. date like that. Let's preview that. So we got name, email, phone, date. Okay, right. So can you see the date field there, Charlie? It does this. Can you see it? Oh no, hold on. You can't see it on my screen, can you? Wait, let me hold on. The sound is back. So you can hear me now. Just check. Can you all hear me? Just confirm. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat those numbers. Repeat those numbers. Oh, okay. Was it sharing screen? What's that about then? I wonder what that was all about. Okay, I'm going to try sharing screen again, okay? And just let me know. Hey, thank you, Karapos, for confirming the numbers. Karapos gets the gold star today. Right. Just say, can you hear me? Just confirm it again. Can you still hear me when I'm sharing the screen now? Just confirm. Just confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cool. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Right. Okay. It's all right. It's just something's just gone really wrong. Like all of my windows are now totally messed. I don't know what's gone wrong here, but I've just got to rearrange things a bit. Okay, right. Okay, let's just get back over here. Right. So, when I hit Forminator like that, something went wrong there. It must have been when I double screen shared. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Let me just rearrange things a little bit here. There we go. Right. So when I do this, okay, right, that's the best you can do with Forminator, Charlie. So, you know, you will have this option. So if I pick like choose date and I go with the 2nd, what it doesn't allow me to do is kind of like pick a range date. So I can't go to, well, hold on, it might do. If I do 2, no, it doesn't. So what I can't do is pick a range. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to have like a, you have to have a start date and an end date. So there is some limitation to what you can do with this. So if I go to say this website that we're looking at, you can go like that and pick 9 days. You know, you can do all of that. But over here, you'd have to have start date and end date. So you might have to have 2 date fields, which I don't know if that's going to satisfy what you want. I don't know. It might. No, I'm not sure. I don't know if that helped, Charlie. Hope that helps. Sorry about the sound issues then as well. Yeah, something like that as well. Yeah, you could do. You know, you could do something like that, yeah. Yes, a Forminator is really good, except a little bit of limitation. Hey, Stacey, do you happen to have a tutorial that gives a general overview of a pricing structure for web design and maintenance packages? If not, what's the best way for me to get a good at that? Okay, okay, hold on. Stay there, Stacey. Stay there. Do not go away. Right, so this is your maintenance, okay? So maintenance per month. I actually had this question asked by someone earlier today as well. Sorry, I've just pasted it, okay? So when I paste it, it's going to look really funny. Right, I'm going to have to just get rid of that comment. Right, okay, so for maintenance, we tend to do this. So maintenance, we tend to do that. The maintenance will include this stuff. Okay. Oh, man. Right, there's your maintenance, £50 per month or 600 or £500 for the year. That will include WordPress updates, plugin updates, 3 minor revisions, modifying keywords, backups, and stuff like that, ensuring things are okay. When it comes to your pricing structure, okay, we did have a video on how to get clients where we talk about that. So I'm just going to get you the link for that, okay? If you skipped the bit in the video, we talk about pricing structure. So let me just get it for you, clients. You got to, well, that was one of the videos on the sound there. So clients pricing, right? You need to watch that one, Stacey. But I would always say, yeah, that you got to look at how long does it take to create a website for you? Can you get a basic website done in a day, 2 days, 3 days? What is your hourly or your daily rate? So if you would say your daily rate is £500 a day, you might be saying, okay, basic website between £1,000 to £1,500 or dollars or whatever. So you got to weigh it up with how long is it going to take you to do? Because I have to be honest, if you can get a website done in a day, you can't charge £20,000. But if it's a very advanced website that's going to take 2 weeks, maybe you could charge £5,000 or something. So you got to think about that. Back to Charlie. Do you know how the form on that site is made with? Oh dear, Charlie. So many questions, Charlie. So many questions. Let me check. Is it a WordPress website, though? Is it a WordPress website? I don't know if it's a WordPress website. It's not a WordPress. I don't think it's WordPress, for starters. If I scroll down, let me just click that. No, it is WordPress. Actually, this is a WordPress website. It is a WordPress website. And light pick. Look at the word light pick. It's called something called light pick. Right, I'm just going to do a scan of that page, right? Using scanwp.net, scanwp.net. Right, you stick the URL in and it will then detect, if it can detect, what it's been built with. Okay. Oh, cool. Someone's just left a comment on one of the Facebook videos. Who is that? Let me just silence that. Cheers, Nick. Cheers, Nicholas. Good old Nick. Okay, let's just go back into Facebook. Right, okay. So I'm just checking it. Did I put the 10th? Damn it, I put the 10th, didn't I? I've just realized I've put the 10th of March. Damn it. I've got a lot going on in my head, and that's no excuse, by the way. I am not making an excuse here, but after this morning's phone calls with a client, Mark knows who I'm talking about. I don't want to say I'm stressed, but I was just like, right. They don't know what they are doing. Right, okay. So this website on WordPress, unfortunately, Charlie, I can't find out any details about it. So I can't see, but I think it's light pick. So it's light pick, date, form, WordPress, something like that. Ah, here you go. It is called light pick. Here you go, Charlie. I've got a link for you. Right. Oh my, oh my. This looks complicated, Charlie. But look, let me just give it to you, all right? So Charlie, date picker. Yeah, ScanWP is really cool. However, sometimes some websites, Charlie, the designers or developers do stuff so that when you scan it, you can't see what the plugins are. It's a great way to find out how a website is built sometimes. Hey, Wakash, you all right? How you all doing? So that link there, mate, Charlie, that is your light picker. Seriously, Charlie, you are getting value for money out of the member mastery. Full stop, you know, because if I didn't know you, I'd be like, oh, I'm not helping him out. He can go away. I don't. Who is this man? Who is this man who likes to spend all his time inside the water with his flippers? Who is he? I was okay. I've just recorded 5 videos today. Yes, we're on a roll. 5 videos. 6, because I had to redo one of them because it was so shit. Because I didn't record it properly. Okay, but definitely recommend. Sorry, I'm not recommending anything. Why did I say that for? Got to edit those videos. So what I would recommend you do, Charlie, because this looks like a pain in the butt, and it's a pity there isn't like a plugin for it. It's a pity there isn't a plugin because that's just like a lot of messy JavaScript, in my opinion. Um, it just seems really it's just a pity they haven't got a pre-built one you could just use and modify. But I would probably say you're better off just trying to look for something else maybe. I don't know, looks a bit complex. So Mark, if you're still listening, yep, Fraggle Rock. Dun 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 dun. Dance the wind, no, dance the night away. Worries for another day. Do, 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 do. So Mark, their previous designer, I've now got in contact with him. I'm speaking to him, and he says he's tried all the passwords he has on file. None of them work. So unless you got access to their hosting account, you can't create a new login. You know, you can't create a new login. All they've got to do is give me access to their hosting account, you know. This is getting really annoying with them. Anyway. You know, and I also spoke to their staff as well, Mark, and who's on leave. So I rang them today. Oh no, the person I need to speak to is on leave. I went, is there anyone else? No, there's no one else. I was like, so I spoke to them today, rung them up because I had their mobile, luckily. And I said to them, right now, if your website went down, how would you fix it? No answer, no solution. So I said, right. So you've created a risk, a bottleneck now, whereby if your website went down, you would not be able to restore it because your previous designer can't log on. Your telecoms person doesn't have anything to do with it. And none of you over there know how to do it. Like, seriously, is that how much you care about your business website? So they're going to have a look at it again on Friday. In terms of their hosting, they know it's on iOS. That's all they know. And that's about it. But I am going to say, look, give me your username and password for that. The trouble is that sits with their telecoms guy, whose name we won't mention, and he's not willing to share it. I get why he's sensitive to it, but surely they should have a login. And I'm going to have to say to them on Friday, right, if he dropped dead, right, what would you do? What would you do if your telecoms guy dropped dead? You don't have access to your hosting. It's not like a will, inheritance. Oh, we bequeath you your hosting credentials. Here's your username and password. You bunch of fools. No, it doesn't work like that. You just won't get access. You'd lose it. Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what I mean, Charlie? It's like, I don't know. Maybe if you dug around a little bit on Google. I know you're really good at Googling, Charlie, but what if you Google and just see if there was, I don't know, something else, but also do a search for Forminator date picker range, because I'm sure I asked this question 2 years ago about how to do that. There's got to be a way to do it where you can have a date picker range, because that's all you want, isn't it? Yeah, they were. Do you remember? No. We had the analytics package with them. Do you remember, Mark? It was 40 per month. But I think we should recommend a maintenance package, and I think we should up it like £1,000 a month. And that's only by email. They're not allowed to phone me. If they phone me, right, I'm not going to answer. I just cannot believe like the I don't know why as well. Like last year, I remember we were able to log in and we were able to look at some of their plugins. Do you remember? But their designer is now saying, oh, it's nothing to do with WordPress. It was WordPress. I'm telling you, it was WordPress. Do you remember we got access and I looked at their website and then we went back to them and we said, yeah, we could do it, but you would have to pay us to do it. And then in the end, they just went and deactivated a plugin. Do you remember there was a plugin? And they deactivated it. Sorry, guys, you're all wondering what the heck me and Mark are talking about, but we're just, at the minute, just like, you know. Well, yeah. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, the fact that like when I spoke to one of their key staff who used to monitor the website, she's like, "I've got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with me. I don't know what's happening. I'm out the loop. I wasn't involved. I've never logged in. I don't know how to log in." And you think, right? So you used to be the main website person. You know, can you even spell the word website? I know how you spell website. DGAF, which is don't give a. That's how she spells websites. DGAF. That's about as much as she knew. And it's not because she's female. I want to make that clear. It's just because it doesn't matter if they're male, female, anything, you know, it doesn't matter. They did not have a clue. And you just kind of say, right, so what would you do if your website went down right now? Right now, someone hacked into your website and put a picture up of someone with their pants down doing a moon to the audience. What would you do? They don't have a clue. Not a clue. And all they've got to do is give us access to their hosting. Because even then, I don't know if we can do what we need to do. Here's my worry now. You know, when their telecoms guy, at the time, he said he made us a staging site, and that's how it came across. And now he goes, what's a staging site? Huh? You know, what? Hey, Jimmy, I want to let you know, last night, loads of things came in that I had to look at. So, you know, your emails, and thanks for your the extra email you sent. I haven't looked at it yet. I am going to try and look at it today. So please just bear with me, okay? There was a lot of stuff came in last night. I just had to go through. That's not an excuse. It was just like my priority got shifted. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. I don't even actually like Fraggle Rock that much. I used to find it very weird. You know, what the heck were they doing in there half the time? But what I did like was the trolls or the ogres or whatever they were called. You know, they were quite funny. But I think anything with Jim Henson was good, wasn't it? Jim Henson. I seriously recommend, you know, like The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, which they only did one season on Netflix. And I'm so gutted they're not going to do another season. But that is a really, really, really good show. Really good show. Very emotive. But it's really good. So Edward, that's right, isn't it? What do you think is the best design for different PC? I've always used the problem I gets too narrow on laptops. Please, I design in 5K. Okay, so you design on 5K display. Okay, I just go with the standard breakpoints, the standard ones you get with Elementor. You can have a fourth one if you want to do a different tablet size, like, you know, portrait or landscape. But when it comes to different PC display sizes, I just feel a bit like, if you're happy to spend a lot of time doing media CSS coding, then you can go and do ultra wide, super wide, you know, big desktop, small desktop, laptop, tablet, or you can do all of those. But then it starts to get really, really messy and chunky with the amount of coding you add. And just because it looks perfect on 20 machines, there'll be one machine it doesn't look good on, and you're going to stress yourself out about that one machine. And I just say, just go with the standard sizes, because I just think that what works today might not look so good tomorrow, because you've gone to the finite detail of arrangement. And I would just say, I tend to create websites with when I do a boxed width, it might be 1400, 1300, or 1200, usually between them, depending on the content and how it looks. And I just go with that. And so for me, it becomes a little bit like whatever with how big the screen is. And I have to be honest, if like I've got a super ultra, hey George, I've got a super ultra wide monitor. It's 1 meter 20 in width. That's how wide it is, right? 49 inches, 1 meter 20. It's huge. Okay. If I look at one of my websites on that, the hero banner, the image in there is just not going to look great. However, I can't think of any website out there that looks good on a super ultra wide or super wide or whatever. So you got to make a bit of a call on that. But I just stick to the standard 3 breakpoints because it's more efficient for me, and I'm not screwing around with too much app media codes. I've played around with app media codes, and when you go too crazy, it's a pain in the butt when you have to modify continuously. Okay, so the code might not work if sometimes you've was it closed off properly, George? Not George, Jimmy. So if it's not closed off properly, it might still work in the edit, but when you go live, it won't. So just check, have you got the closing brackets? The curly brackets at the end. If you've got all of that, next step is to obviously regenerate your CSS, purge your site and all that. Then the third step is to just check your optimization plugins. Sometimes if you are do minification or inline CSS optimization and all that, that could also cause it to fall over a bit. So you might just need to check all that. Yeah, so I would say if you've got any optimization plugins, I would say deactivate and then check again. Deactivate, regenerate, purge. Deactivate, regenerate, purge, check again. And if that is it, and if it works, then Elementor experiments. You know the Elementor experiments, right? This is a bit painful, but turn them all off. Right, turn them off and have a look again before you deactivate your optimization, because it might be one of them. It might just be one of those experiments that's causing it. Okay, because that's happened to me, and yeah, that's happened to me. And then I reactivated it and it was fine. Just double check that. Hey, Liam. Hey, great to have you here, Liam. Yeah, thanks. It's just light. I mean, I have more lighting, but when I have the blinds down, at the minute I've got the blinds up, there's sunlight hitting me, and I've changed the exposure of my cam, so it's not perfect lighting, but I do have additional lighting, here as well and over here that I switch on, but I've switched those off for now. Okay, I'm just going to share my screen, okay, because I'm going to have iMovie open because I've got to do a bit of editing. So if the sound goes, I'm going to be talking. If the sound goes, can you just shout out? Say, hey, we can't hear you. Let me know. Okay, let me know. Because if you don't let me know... Right, stop share. Let me do a share screen. Let's do the window. Let's go for iMovie share. Oops. There we go. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? No, yeah, cheers, thanks, Liam. I mean, these, I had to change the bulbs for these. Let me know if you can still hear me. Yep, cool. Yeah, so I had some bulbs and they were so bright, like even at the low voltage, and it was like proper, like was like I had two angels behind me flying. They were supersonic beams. So these are like 2 kilowatt. These are really ultra low. Cool. All right, let's just start editing these videos. Right, first video. Hold on, have we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'm a little bit annoyed. I am so annoyed because I had I'd already recorded this bloody video as well, and then I had to redo it because I had the sound quality on wrong. Not the sound quality. I cut off side of the screen and not realized it, and that annoyed the shits out of me. No, I don't, Liam. So now I'm using. I did a video today, Liam. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me tell you what I am talking. Are you a podcaster? No, I'm not a podcaster. Right. Okay. So Liam, I use EV Mux. Now, no need for OBS for stream. I use OBS when I'm recording videos, for YouTube. I do that to record because I want to have myself in, like over here. Can you see me here? You can see me there in the bottom left corner. That's why I use OBS for. But EV Mux, it's free. And I am now multi-streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Forgot that one. And also to YouTube. And it's free. And it's 1080p. Of course, that depends on your internet speed, your buffering and all that. But 1080p, I use that. Come on, Eileen. Dun 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 dun. You said it best. Right, just gotta check the sound on this. Lots of you have asked about. Yeah, that's cool. The sound for that is coming through. Okay. Let's just check the sound again. Lots of you have asked about how am I actually. Yes, lots of you have asked. So this is a video I'm doing about re-incubate camo because I think it's how I use my iPhone as my webcam, right? You don't need to buy a high-def webcam or a 4K webcam. 4K webcams are shit. You are not going to get 4K. I'm telling you now, right? It will not come out as 4K and you will be disappointed. Just use your iPhone or your Android phone or your Nokia phone or whatever you got. Right, I'm just going to boot off this person right now who's just left in a... By the way, if you ever see anyone leave a message on any chat and it's like a VPM or VOR or VGN, never click them, okay? Because they're always a spam link. I know that because I once clicked one. They're spam links. Don't ever do them, all right? So I'm just showing you. See this person here who's left a message and I've now booted them off. If you ever get a message like that in your inbox, like it always starts with a V and it's always 3 letters, never click on them, okay? They are spam links, all right? Never, ever click them, all right? I mean, look at his name. What the heck are you? Who are you, mate? Who are you? Who are you? Show you. Right, let me just get my headphones in. Otherwise, you're going to hear lots of noise blurting out as I edit this. Again, if you hear the sound cut out, let me know, okay? At any point, let me know if the sound suddenly cuts out. Oh, dear, I just deleted the video. There we go, delete. Look at that, another one's come in. Now we have a VYN. First we had VUR. Now we've got VYN, FYI. Whatever, you're out of here as well. You're booted out. When I remove them, I don't just remove them. I kind of block them as well from the channel. Yeah, block them. They're not allowed. I don't want them to mislead you and send you onto wild goose chases. This is super good. But yeah, by the way, Charlie, if you do find a solution, I'd love to hear about it, okay? Because normally you see when you do date ranges and stuff like that, it's part of like a booking system or a hotel booking plugin. So you have your date range pick and you can drag it and have 1 day, 5 days, 2 weeks, whatever. But when you're having it just in a form, hunt around and hopefully you'll find something on there. Look, Charlie, I know if anyone can get themselves out of a sinking ship, it's you. Will you save anyone? Probably not. You'll just swim out. Cool. 5 videos, 1 video edited. Let's just render that video. Double check I've not skipped any bits. Nope. Let's render that video. In fact, I need to double check the sound again. Yeah, sound is fine. Let's just render that. We call it the camo video. Camo. Better quality. 1.3 gig. Save that. And that video is now. Just wait for that one to be rendered properly, and away we go on that one. 1 down, 4 to go. Don't know if you're still there, Mark, but if you're still there, Mark, any more on when we're going to get that other stuff from the concrete people. Oh, hey, how do you rate iMovie compare? I really rate it. I know there are people, you could pay a lot more money for Film Pro or whatever it's called. If you're using a PC, Hit Film Express is really, really good. Hit Film Express, it's free for the PC. It is super, super good. It's really good. It's as good as iMovie. But iMovie for me, it's free, it's easy. I can change the sound quality. I can darken up the screen, bits of it, whatever. Remove background noise, to a point. It's really, really good. I love it. I mean, I'm not just using it because it's free. It does everything I need it to do. And if you look at some of the recent videos that have been coming out, as long as you've got a good camera, good lighting, good microphone, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Oh, man. Yeah, can't wait, Mark, to continue on that one as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing any mega film style editing with, graphics flying in or anything like that. Because you can use Canva to help you out as well. iMovie on the on the mobile, it's a little bit, you are limited to what you can do on the mobile, to be honest. It's not the greatest, is it? But Hit Film Express, it's free. Hit Film Express is free. Yeah, Hit Film Express. That's for the PC. So do a Google search for it, download it, and then you can do all of your editing on your computer. And it's free, so you can adjust the sound, change the quality of it, cut bits out, stitch bits out, add bits in, add overlays, text, whatever you want. Oh, that's a good one, Jimmy. So KineMaster or LumaVision? Well, I think getting a Mac does make a lot of sense, if I'm honest. Getting a Mac does make sense, if I'm honest. Yeah. If you're really serious about doing like video footage. But to be honest, I was happy with my Surface Pro and Hit Film Express. And the only reason I moved to the MacBook was because the MacBook is silent. If the Surface Pro did not make as much of a humming noise, because I used to use that to record, right? Now that I know I can use my phone, I probably would not be doing that method. And I could almost go back to a Windows machine. So it kind of comes down to the, a lot of it comes down to what are you recording and what kind of quality you want in terms of the sound or the humming noise. Just check the comments on here. Charlie, would you suggest changing the default WP login to something else, and how would you do that? Oh, I need to dig out. There's a couple of guides that tell you what to do for that. I need to dig one out for you, Charlie. I'll probably add it to the the mastery group, okay, in case anyone wants to do it. But yeah, it is hey, look, George will probably tell you. George probably does it every day. George will tell you. I need to just dig out a link with the steps of what to do there. Do you know what? I didn't actually put my MacBook onto the business, but I suppose in a way we could do, couldn't we? I mean, I could easily put it back on again. But yeah, if you decide to go down that route. But it depends on, like, right now, yeah, with your current laptop, Mark, how much of a humming noise does it make? And I think you got to, because you could get away with it. Is that the plugin you use, George? Hide WP. Gotcha. The only danger, Mark, right? And I know we are not facing this at all. The only danger, if we went into liquidation, you don't want them to take your Mac off you, would you? Can you imagine that? There's no way in hell anyone's taking this Mac off me. Oh, is it? Got it for coming when we start. Hey, Irishman. Yeah, I mean, I would say though that, you know, the new MacBooks coming out, I don't think you need to worry about getting the new next generation. I think just getting anything that's made from 2020 with an M1 chip, if you were going to go down the Mac route, would be so cool and easy to use. Not easy to use, would do it. So mine is the 2020 generation MacBook Air M1 chip. It is beautiful. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't. Do you know what? I've never understood that about liquidation. Whenever, because I was like, flipping heck. You know, that's one of the reasons why I've not put any of the lighting, any of the equipment, even this, the microphone, even anything, nothing through the company. Because I'm like, I don't know. What if something went wrong and they took everything off me? I'd be like, I'd be in tears. Right, second video. Video number 2. But yeah, have a think about what you're going to go for. But I would say that because, you know, if you're after silent operation, it is really, really good. You're not allowed to tell anyone that, Mark. But yeah, I mean, you could still use a PC, you know, and still transfer your phone stuff over there and do that, or a Mac as well. Yeah, Ollie got. I wish I was. No, you could just no. That's fine, George. I mean, what you're clarifying. That's why I need to dig it out. I've lost the link for it, but I had a guide on how to do it and what to use. But yeah, WPS hide login. That's the one I've heard on. I haven't used it. I'm okay, Wakas. Or sorry, when you say you were looking for you, do you mean George? Do you mean you were looking for George? George is always here. He's always hiding. He just pops up now and again and he disappears. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, me, Wakas. What did you want to know, Wakas? Sorry, George, he doesn't need you. You can go away, George. But we'll go back to the corner of your office, George. Right over there. Hey, Ibrahim, how you doing? Yeah, Invanto is such a mixture of good stuff, bad stuff, isn't it? People just selling stuff they've made and then people buy it and then you realize what you got. Wackas wants to create a menu in vertical align with dotted lines. Vertical menu, yeah, I get that, but with dotted lines. What do you mean by dotted lines? I'm okay. I was having a bit of a rant about one of our customers who just sends us on a wild goose chase every 2 or 3 months and just stresses us all out. Recorded 5 more videos today, got to edit them. So yesterday we did 6, edited, uploaded into YouTube, scheduled, boom. 5 more done today, got to edit them, schedule them, get them uploaded, boom. That will mean that's 11 videos in 2 days. When you schedule that out, when you make it 2 to 3 days spacing between it, well, basically 3 videos a week, you know, that's nearly 1 month's load of videos done in 2 days. Just think about that for a moment. In 2 days, I need to do at least 12 to 13, 14 videos a month out there, and I will have already have done 11 in 2 days, a whole month. Just need to do some more tomorrow, and I'm already crossing into the other month. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You know, when you say dotted line workcast, can you clarify that a bit more? Can you clarify that? Or email me. Can you email me a screenshot of what you're trying to do and I'll share it over here? So email me. If you can, Wakas, email me a screenshot of what you're after. Because you can't do hey Jason. You can't do you can't put links here, you see. So please do something like that. Oh, you sent me a DM. Okay, let me see what you've got sent me then. Yeah, so Wakas is right. So I'm just looking at it. They're just dividers. They're just dividers. So let me hold on. I think I got a video on that. I think I have a video. I think I got a video on that. Wait, dun 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 dun. Yeah, okay, Wakas, right. So I need you to. This video kind of goes through different ways. Basically, what he's got is like dividers in between the navigation menu. And there's different ways you can do this, but I show you, I think, 5 ways you can do it. So pick the way which works for you the best. All right. Watch that. Okay. So menu, and I actually show you a way of how you can add it into your nav menu. What? Okay, so have a watch of that, okay? Nav menu dividers, right? But this is a different way of doing it. Watch that. No, no, but this is like in between. So it's not around Ibrahim. I know what you're saying. It's not that, it's in between. And I know where he's going with this now, but that video should hopefully help you. Right, back to my editing because you guys are all disturbing me today. You know, I'm just trying to get my videos done. Cool. Yeah, have a look at that Wackhouse, right? Because I basically cover I think 4 or 5 different ways where you could have your dividers in between your menu and around and everywhere and whatever in a pretty cool way. Right, let's finish editing this video. And let us know if that helps you out. All right, Wakas. Right. Back in 2 minutes, okay? Just back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're just taking a short break for 2 minutes. We'll be back after these adverts. There are no adverts, by the way. I'll be back. Depends what the CSS is doing, Jimmy. It should work. Should work. Awesome. That's video 2 edited, and it's a 9-minute. 9 minutes long. Just check the editing's fine there. Yeah, that one's all right. So this video is all about menu anchors. Sounds like a really rubbish topic, but there's a lot you can say about it. Especially when you share some secret code that will help some people out. So CSS, when you hover your image, start scrolling, the CSS works. It just does not take. I'm wondering if you should. Yeah, I'm wondering if you maybe should switch off some of your deactivate your optimization and test that, because it might be one of the settings in there is causing it. That's the trouble. When sometimes you hit these problems, you got to go through this like trial and error, which I hate. I hate trial and error, trying to get to the bottom of a problem. Oh, for God's sake. Mark, can you see the email you just got? Like, really? Like, I don't already know that. I don't already know that. You don't need to look at it, Mark. There's no, it's just them saying, yeah, we don't know what our password is. Like we don't already know that. Subway, damn, now that you've said that, do you know what? I feel like a Subway now. When I go Subway, because I'm so conscious of how many carbs I eat, I don't have the bread anymore. So I have the salad with the lettuce, then double chicken tikka, double cheese, mayo, and jalapeno peppers. And when you have the chicken heated up, it's nice. But you got to eat it there and there. If you take it home and the chicken's kind of gone lukewarm or cold, it tastes rubbish. But I do say to them, hey, go easy. You don't need to put so much lettuce in. You know, I don't want that much lettuce. I'm not a rabbit, okay? I can't do wraps either. Did you know how many carbs there are in a wrap, Mark? Have you ever looked at it? Hey, Eric, hope you're okay. Have you ever looked at how many carbs there are in a wrap? You'll be I mean, I try to stay within, it's not always easy. I try to stay within 30 to 40 grams of carbs a day. 30 to 40. If I can get 20, brilliant. But 30 to 40 is my average. One wrap is like 50, 60 carbs. Like that. Oh, yours is 30. What, the Subway one? Can't remember how big they are now. How big are they? I don't know how big they are. 30 grams. The calories bit is irrelevant. To be honest, the calories bit is slightly irrelevant sometimes, because as long as you're you work out a bit, or so it's like I've seen some food where they go really low calorie, but the carbs in it are like that. And that's the problem area, too much of that. But I know you follow a different way of doing it with your Jaffa cakes and all that. But yeah, 33 for a wrap. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't. So when I buy burgers and stuff, right? Like I'll be there in Tesco, I'll pick up the burger and I buy this Angus beef something, and it's like 0.5 grams of carbs per burger. It is brilliant. Yes, there's fat, tons of protein, but 0.5. And I remember my wife bought some once. There was 4 grams of carbs per burger. And I was like, what the heck's this? Has it got a potato in the middle? What is this? Hey Atif, yeah, just clients that don't know their logins for their website. We didn't build their main website. They don't know the login. Well, we can't get in for you, and they can't even get into their host either. No, glad to have you here, Atif. And like, look, as long as like me waffling and talking and whatever doesn't annoy you, uh, great to have you. Can you play music all along a website without sell? Can you play music? You could have a SoundCloud. So there's the SoundCloud widget. There's the audio widget in Elementor. You could connect up and set it to autoplay. However, music playing like that can be very annoying for users, especially say they're watching it in bed, or their kid's just gone to sleep and they're next to them, or they're in a meeting and they don't want anyone to know they're on their phone surfing websites. So music playing automatically like that can be a pain. However, you could use SoundCloud, audio library, other stuff like that. Yeah, they are the worst at it. Like when web designers, developers, anyone does that, especially when the client's paid for the domain and hosting, but it's been set up in the developer's name, and then they die, they disappear, or whatever. And then the client has got no access to their own domain. Or someone I know, they got a friend of a friend to buy their domain for them. And I said to them, get that domain into your name, because if they drop dead, you're stuck. Number 2, if your website really takes off, they might go, right, okay, you need to pay me £1,000, or I'm going to keep your domain, or I'm going to delete your website, or whatever. Which one was it, Wakas? Because I had 4 or 5 solutions. Was it the 5th one? Was the 5th one I did, I think, might have worked for you. Ain't that solution good, Wakas? Ain't that solution good? Hey, Ali. I have a downloadable site. Somehow download permissions removed and all customers anyway to... downloadable site. Download permission removed. So was it via WooCommerce? Or was it from another plugin? So this question's for Ali. So I'm just going to frame it so everyone can see it. So Ali's question here. Okay. He download permissions removed. So is that through WooCommerce? They had to do it, or was it through another plugin, a virtual plugin? Do you recall how it was? Yeah, Atif, that's the worst. That is the worst situation that can happen when you tell them you don't know, you don't own it. Yeah, cool, Wakas. That CSS code right in there. It's brilliant, isn't it? For setting up dividers in between your navigation menu without touching the border, without turning it into a button, without turning it into an icon list. Super, super good. Right, if it's WooCommerce, okay, what you need to do, Ali, is go to your products. So go into your WordPress products, go to one of the items, and then double check, is that item set as a virtual or a downloadable product? Double check that first, number one. And also then double check, was there a limitation, like you can only download once, or was there like a cutoff date for the product? So you're allowed to download for a month, 3 months, 1 year, or you're only allowed to download once. After that, you're not allowed to re-download it. So you got to check your products. But this is what I like to see. So that code I gave Wakas for how to get these dotted lines in your navigation menu, it worked. Exactly what's been said here on Facebook. Never ever have your domain name registered in the same company as your website is hosted. Oh, okay. So the funniest part of the story. I know. I'm really transparent and honest to people. And I keep telling them, look, get your domain here, get your hosting here, get your email here, whatever. Here's the cost, whatever. Here's your WordPress website. You can move around. Don't think your WordPress is owned to the hosting unless you go with Elementor Cloud. Unless it's Elementor Cloud, then that is different. Come on, Eileen. Say I'll be mean. Dun, 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 dun. No, it's not say I'll be mean. I can't remember what it says now. Okay, then Ali, the only other thing then it could be is then you've got to double check then what you got to do is just double check the are there any other plugins that you've got installed on there for WooCommerce? Is there anything else you've got that could be potentially affecting it? So that's what you now got to think about. Is there anything else that's possibly affecting your product? Right, so video 2 is done, and I just stood there. I've been talking. I forgot to jump onto video 3. Let's go on to video 3. Come on, where's my mouse? What's happened to my mouse? Right, that video is done. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's go on to video 3. So video 3, let's do the sound check on this. Put that to 50%. And then we start. Oh, hold on. Did not want to do that. Just check the comments. You don't have back-end access to the cPanel. You're absolutely right, Atif. So what you're saying there, I have raised this with them, and I think they will eventually address this. I hope. I say I hope. I can't guarantee it, but I hope they do address that because that's a limitation. Yes, so 3 of them I gave them licenses yesterday. 2 of them I've got to email them their licenses later today as well. And I will be keeping in touch with them just to find out how they found it. I will be getting in touch with them. Yeah, Ali, I mean, look, you might need to regenerate. You might need to regenerate your CSS, purge your site, purge your server. Maybe deactivate some of your optimization plugins. Create a fake product, you know, Just cost it. Just put 000, £0, whatever. Cost it for free. I don't know, however you want to do it, 50p, and test it out. Yeah, okay, so this is Ruman's question about adding attributes. Yes, so let me the way I'm going to show you, you're going to hate, right? Because you've already added in your products, but what you should have been doing, okay, is this. What you should have been doing is this. Let me show you. You should have been doing this, Ruman, okay? This CSV file that you can upload, but the trouble is, though, if you've been adding them in manually, you're going to have a problem. And trying to add attributes to all products, you've got to do it manually. Someone here might know a better way, but you might want to you might have to do it manually. Hey, 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 hey. Din, 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 ch, din, 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 ch. Do, 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 dur, 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 du, 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 du. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, Mark, if you're still listening, I feel like, I feel like charging them for all this extra hassle and emails and phone calls and time we spend with them, but damn it, we can't do that. So what, you're telling me? Oh, wild goose chase, this customer not got a flipping clue. Just editing out some chunks here. Well, the way you got to look at it, Ruben, is you could either go down a bulk plugin and then you run the risk of that mucking things up because some things just aren't bulletproof, right? The other thing is you work out how long it's going to take for you to do and you charge the client. You work out how much it would be per product and you charge them. And they're probably not going to pay the amount of money we would charge if they wanted us to update 7,000 products, right? They will not pay that. But it comes down to how much can you do manually? What can you do with a bulk? And remember, make sure you take a backup before you activate any bulk update plugin. Make sure you got a backup. It might work, it might not work. And I'm just going to say, be very careful because if it mucks up or goes wrong, you're in for a problem. That's video 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, video 3 edited. We're slower than we were yesterday. Yesterday I did about 5 videos in an hour. Today I'm taking a bit slower, more time. What's this video about? Side button, sticky side button. Let's save that. We've been live for 1 hour 31. Yeah, I don't use WP Vivid. I don't use that. I know a lot of people use it. I don't use WP Vivid, Eric. Never felt a wonderful need to use it. Yeah, I mean it's practically there now, you know, the containers, but once I know it's officially out and that's the final version, I'll get a video done just so you can see it, understand it a bit better as well. You know, how it's working, how it all fits together. And I think you'll still have some people that still want to do it the old way until they're familiar with how to do it and all that. Right, let's get on to video number 4. I mean, to be honest, right, the Elementor guides that they've pumped out on their GitHub and all of that and stuff for how to use it are really, really good and comprehensive. But you know me, I have my way of presenting and doing things. So hopefully you'll have me telling you how to do a flex container. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, I've got to put you all on mute because I've got a phone call coming in. Sorry, you're back on. I just put you on mute because a phone call was coming in. Can't let you hear that. That'd be dangerous, mate. Phone calls coming in. It's not obviously coming through okay, so I don't know what to do there. Don't recognize the number, so I don't care. Just deleting out large chunks of gunk. So can do. How will current sections and columns be affected by the new flex? Well, you can convert it. So you can, if you've got your current section, you can convert to the new flex box. And I don't think there is any plans at the moment to completely remove it. I really don't. I think in a year or two's time, in fact, I don't think they will. And I'll tell you why. You've got so many websites that have been built, right? So many. We're talking over 10 million, right? They're not going to say, right, we'll remove this feature and you're now stuffed. Why would they do that? So you can still do it the old way and you got the new way. The new way is better from a page speed performance point of view. Boom, 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 boom. So I think people will make the shift, but the old way and your layouts will not disappear. You can just literally convert your page or even just a section at a time to the new style. So don't worry, can do. All right. You can do it. Yeah, you still be able to use section and columns. It's not going out of fashion. It's still there because it's a big change to the way everything is done. And if you imagine, right, the Elementor got rid of sections and columns completely. Can you imagine how many blog posts and video tutorials they would have to redo? Can you imagine just how much? It would be immense amount of work. So it will still be there, but what you're getting is the best of both worlds. Right? You're getting the best of both worlds there. Edit, edit, edit. Riggedy rewind. And the crowd say, Bo selector. Video 4. Edited. Edited. Right, let's just get that pumped out. Edited. Right, let's just render that one in. Back to the top. Back to the top button. I want to be back to the top button. Right, cool. One more video to edit. One more video to edit. Just check the Facebook messages. Oh, I've got a message coming. Didn't answer that one. What plugin did you use in blocking email addresses that cause spam emails? What? I didn't use one. I didn't use that. Right, that message is done. Check the comments. I saw the sign and I opened up my eyes and something. I'll let you go. Ooh. Publer.io. Let's just do a Publer post. Why not? Let's do a Publer post. Because Publer is so cool and easy when you want to do social media. It's how we do our social media, schedule posts, and they go out to our LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in one hit. What template? So Candu's asked and said, hello. I just go with hello. I don't use hello is all I use as my theme. The only time I use a different theme is when I'm using my listing theme for directories, but otherwise it's always hello. And that's it. And if you're worried about page speed and stuff like that, then you need to watch this video. You need to watch this video, all right, for page speed. So page speed, you need to watch this video. You need to watch this video, all right? That one. You need to watch that video, okay? Plugin settings, stuff like that. Things that will help you out. There's tons of solutions. Go with the one that works best for you. But this is a pretty nifty and a good one to go for. I do say. I do declare. I do say. person, does he not? I do declare. I do declare. Yeah, watch that. That will help you out a lot. It's I updated that video in January because I've done this, probably my third video I've done about page speed, and each time I do it, I tell you something extra, something more that's going to help you out. And I know that watching those videos has helped a lot of people out. They've gone from like 40% to 90, 95%. And they're so shocked about like how some of these little things you can do can be, I don't want to say significant, but they can seriously help you out with your page speed. La 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 la. Hey Eric, I use custom fonts in Elementor when I preview. It works well, but when someone sees it, it says the font isn't working. Do I need to use sometimes you have you regenerated your CSS? Have you sorry. Have you regenerated your CSS? Also purge your site, purge your server. Yeah, go for it, Daniel. And also, have you made sure that the text there, the header or the text editor is definitely using the custom font? That's what you might just need to double check. Hey, Kyle. So Google Analytics, ours is yeah, we use Google Analytics, but we use Rank Math, so it's through Rank Math we do the Google Analytics. With your GDPR, obviously, you use you find the most appropriate cookies plugin, and we use that. And that's all we do at the moment. So I'm not going to pretend to be like a rocket scientist on the whole GDPR and all of that side of things. I totally get it, but we just use a good plugin for that, and Google Analytics through Rank Math, so we don't have any extra plugin installed on the website. So Daniel has asked, I'm creating a new post and working on single post template. My problem is related to the table of contacts. I want it to be part of the template, but it's not the beginning of the post content. You can drag the widget to the top of the content. Have you thought about that? So where you got your template, you just drag the widget and put it where you want it to be. I think that's what you mean, Daniel. Eric. Yeah, Elementor custom font is preloading, but then what you got to do is, when you go to your, so let's say, Eric, you picked, let's say you picked Montserrat, okay, as your custom font. You've loaded it all in. When you then go to your page and you go to text editor or heading or whatever, when you go to typography, you need to make sure you've then picked custom font, because you might still picked Montserrat. You got to go right to the top and you pick custom font Montserrat. You got to make sure you've done that. We use I have to savor. I'm not going to say which one we use because I'm still testing out a few other ones now. Mainly because all of the cookie policy plugins or GDPRs, they all hit your page speed. Sometimes 20% of your score is wiped out because of the cookie plugin, because of the way it appears, and there's always like a split second before it appears. But I think it's called GDPR cookie consent, the one we use. But I'm testing out a few. If you have an intro paragraph and you want it to be after that, you're going to have a bit of a problem there, because the way it obviously works is, right, when you got your post intro, you're going to struggle there with that. You are going to struggle with that. Adding it manually is if you add it manually, yeah, you could do, but that's a pain in the butt, number one. In fact, that's the pain in the butt, just full blown. I don't think there's any it does make sense, Dan, but I don't think there's any good answer to solve that, because you either got to do it manually or you've got to change your way of thinking. So it might be that, no, actually, no, I don't think you can. So what you could do is, your intro paragraph, when you do your post and you have your excerpt, when you do your WordPress post, you got your excerpt, put your intro paragraph into the excerpt, right? So you'll have title, featured image, whatever. Then you have the post excerpt. Then you have the table of contents. Then you have the post content. Does that make sense? So you use the post excerpt for your intro paragraph. That could work for you. And that would be a lot less work than any other method. Yeah, elemental pop-ups is the worst thing to use, to be honest, in deferring the analytics. That's the worst one to use. It's not really made to be used for that. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying, Dan? So the excerpt, as long as your intro paragraphs aren't massively long, that could help you out big time. Hey, Justine, because otherwise, Dan, what you're suggesting is just a whole load of heap of work, isn't it? And you're gonna hate doing any blog posts for anyone ever again. Sorry for yawning. If Still a lot of work, but yeah, I mean, have a go, Dan. See what works for you. See what is the most efficient way of doing it. Yeah, I do. So Justine, I think it was yeah, here you go, Justine. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, see that video, Justine, all right. I did it on the beta version, but to be honest, it's the same thing, to be honest. It's the same thing either way. But see that, okay. I should help you out. Would you mind reviewing my site? I just did some changes. Yeah, if you're okay with that. If you email me a link, so email me a link. You can email me a link to that address. We can have a quick look. I mean, we'll only look at the homepage. We'll just look at the homepage, okay, really quickly. Yeah, just email the link. Email the link. Video 5 edited. It's really good when you get 5 videos recorded and 5 videos edited. Still have the rest of the day to crack on with other stuff. Of course, I still got to do the cover art, which takes a bit, not too long, to be honest. About 5 minutes at most for most of them. It's 5 videos edited. Yeah, so just send the link over, all right? No, the link won't work. Daniel, you can't post links unless you're posting a link somewhere else. But yeah, you can't post links into YouTube. It won't let you do it. So if you just email me it, that'll be fine. Got it. Right, okay. Right, okay. So let me just get your website. Let me get your window, that one. We're gonna add to stream. We're gonna do that. There we go. Okay, cool. Can you all see me now? Can you see me? How should we do it? How should we do it? Let's do it like that. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, so we're looking at Dan's website right now. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh the page again just to see what the... Okay, so there's no motion animation going on. That's good. Means there's no delay with any of the content loading through. We've got this up here, which is... Looks fine to me, that does. I have to be honest, that looks fine. The logo, the problem is with this, if I'm honest, you know how you got this dark overlay? I get why you've got the dark overlay. Yeah, see, Eric, you got the dark overlay to make that stand out. But I think that the dark overlay now is it's mixing too much with the red over here. See the red, and even here where you got home, it's not very clear. I'm just going to double check my brightness on my screen because it might be the brightness on my screen. Hold on. Actually, it's not too bad. I still feel like that red on the blue sky looks a bit odd. It doesn't. Something doesn't feel right about that. Hey, Mark, doesn't feel right there. I just feel like it's fighting for attention. The logo you can get away with, but it just feels too red there. I would have it just in white. It doesn't have to be colored. A lot of people tend to have colored active pages, but I don't think you need that. This is a bit of a weird button because I'm just going to check the screen size. So I've shrunken and enlarged the size. Okay, I'm just checking. Wait. Yeah. I think the problem with the button is that on some screens you are going to get this problem where it kind of is hiding the middle people. So you might need to think about the orientation of the button. Maybe have this all, I don't know, higher up maybe a little bit. Just really checking a question here. Justine, when using Elementor Pro in WooCommerce, when I hit add to basket, a view basket pop-up appears. Yeah, I think it's the add to cart. I think it's the cart widget. I think you can move it to the left-hand side of the screen. You can even resize it as well to not be big. You can actually have it smaller. Normally that's in your WooCommerce settings, Justine. So you can go to WooCommerce and you can set your settings so that as soon as you hit an item, it goes straight to your basket. You can do that. That's in your WooCommerce. So with regards to the button, this is where you have to rethink things, Dan. So look, let me just do this right with the content, okay? I would say this area, right, is a bit too thin. I would make this go down to about here. So I would make it go down. Let me just show you actually. I don't know if you can see this on screen. No, you can't see my thing. No, but I would make this entire hero banner go down to about here, roughly here. And by having a bigger hero banner, you'll have more estate here. And I would have all of this left aligned. And then you could have your button left aligned as well. Because at the moment, having, or even just over here, but it's a bit, it's starting to hit the people. So a lot of it would depend on the image, because your image, when I look at it, yeah, it's like you got to play around with how you're going to make that one work, if I'm honest. Right, scroll down, let the fun begin. This text here, if you look at it, see the space here? The text. Oh, hold on, can you see my mouse properly? Yeah, you can. See over here? Right? Okay, sorry. I've just realized my mouse isn't showing properly. It seems to be off the screen a bit. But you got more, this is bleeding off. Okay. And I would make this centered. I would make this a boxed width of about 800. And it might end up being 3-4 paragraphs, but it will feel nicer than just very stretched out across the screen. When you go down our tours, I would have a bit more space here as well. You know, here, I would double the space here. Because look how big this space is and look how small that is. And then it shrinks again here. So I would double this up. Maybe leave that one there. That one's not too bad. This is okay. This is okay. That's fine. That's okay. The reviews. That's okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to come back to something in a minute. So you got grey and yellow here. Yeah, you see this grey and yellow? This is quite nice. Okay, with the way this is wide choosers, all of that. That's nice. Now the grey and yellow. You see here this, right? That's going to look better as a grey and yellow. So you know what you've done here with that? I think that's going to read better because the white on yellow, it's not the greatest contrast, even though you've picked a more of a custardy mustard color. Now, with regards to this, okay, and here, I think you should have this section here that contains the navigation menu and all of that. There's just something about that background overlay because you know what? If you think about Barcelona, right? Barcelona, it's meant to be hot, vibrant. You want to feel the heat and all of that. And as soon as you add this overlay in, right? Can you see the effect you're getting here? Color pop, color pop, color pop, color pop. Look at these images. They're popping. They're grabbing you. This deflates the image. The image, the words are more important than the image. And for me, Barcelona, fun tours, I think you need to get rid of the overlay, right? And maybe move the words over to the left and the button as well. I'm even tempted to say that maybe for this as a section, you have it overlapping the hero banner and you have a little bit of a grey, a transparent grey. So you got dark grey yellow text and a transparent grey here. And then you got this image, vibrant color image, boom. No, so sorry, what I mean, Justine, is when you so that was the video I did for the beta, but if you now use that feature now, Justine, so if you go in and use the add to cart feature or whatever it's called. So in Elementor, there's an add to cart, not the cart and checkout widget, which is for the pages, the add to cart. When you drag that in, you get some settings now to modify that. So you got to drag it over and you'll see what I mean on there. And that allows you to modify, have it as full height, small height, whatever you want. Does that make sense, Dan? I hope that helps, because I really feel like, when you get here, the colors are so popping, so vibrant. Boom, boom, boom. And I really like this here. Lovely. That's really popping. That's lovely. I would definitely get that to be 3 or 4 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, shrink the width. But I would get this to come down to about here, so it's really, boom, in your face kind of thing. Here's the image. And I would also say, this image you've got here, I don't think it's the best image. So the resolution of that is pixelated. Like, look, it's clearly not sharp. It's clearly not sharp as of the image. And I would say try and get a sharper image, dark gray, yellow text, transparent gray here for the top, so it helps these to stand out. Make this all white, okay? That's fine. Or even yellow, so it fits in with the theme you got above with the yellow text. Because look, yellow on gray is beautiful, isn't it? Yellow on gray is so nice, right? And then you want to make your image pop there. I hope that helps, mate. Hope that helps. It's a problem, isn't it, when you have an image? Oh, that's a good question. Let's just see if he has got a booking plugin on there. I don't know if he has got a booking plugin on there, though. Oh yeah, you have got a booking plugin on there. So yeah, do you want to let Charlie know what booking plugin you used? Hang on, let me just show it. Here we go. Add to stream. Boom. There you go. So you got a plugin over here. Oops, let me just refresh that. You got a plugin here. In fact, if we just inspect it, I can probably tell you what he used. Ticketinghub.com. So it's let me just copy the link address. There. I think he used this. There you go. Asset. I think it's Ticketing Hub. I think that's what it was used. Yeah, Asset Ticketing Hub. Does that help, Charlie? Charlie, I thought you disappeared, mate. I thought you fainted. I'm just going to go grab another can of Pepsi, all right? Hey, we got a double benefit out of here, right? We looked at Dan's website and we found a... I've actually heard... I think I used Ticketing Hub. No, a client, the Hypnobirthing. I think she used Ticketing Hub as well. And I remember she had to pay them to use it, a monthly fee, 20, 30 pounds a month or something. And then they gave the code, the embed code, the HTML code, you drop that into your website. I think that's what she did as well. Hey, all. Ah, that's good, Dan. Dan's confirmed it's not a monthly fee. They take a percentage of the bookings. Yeah, Charlie, I'm glad you've confirmed that, Charlie. What industry he's in Thailand, scuba diving industry. You had to clarify that. Do you remember, Charlie, I told you about someone from Thailand who wanted to have a directory website. Do you remember I mentioned that to you? Guess what the directory was all about? Nightlife. And it's a directory website. And he's listing all the clubs, all the places, all the prices. I'm like, what? Excellent. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. And I think that's a great use of this live chat, that I gave you my viewpoint of your website. Completely missed the point. There was a booking thing there. Charlie has seen it. Charlie's now happy. That's like his 28th question of the day answered. Nightlife, Charlie. Nightlife. And when I did a video call for him, I don't want to sound funny here, but he came across like a really sleazy guy. He was doing a video call, right? He was bald-headed. Okay, he's from the UK as well. You know, really big belly, like that. And it's like he was sitting on his bed. There was like a pillow or a bed frame there. And I was trying to imagine, I wonder what he's up to. And he's got the phone like that. He's like, oh my God, I'm not working for this guy. I know. I just thought, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not getting involved in this. In fact, I think his website was called Love Thailand. And he's like, yeah, I know all the people in the know. I know all the people in the know. I know everyone. And I was like, so you obviously don't know any good web designers. 29th question. What do you mean you could? Oh, yeah, your Mac. Hey, dude, 2 days. Is it being delivered, Jimmy? Is your Mac being delivered? So, Dan, when you say FH charge customer 6%, is that the client? Yeah, it's the client, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so someone called Ben is now posting messages, and I'm going to remove them and hide them from the channel, all right? So please do not message this Ben person who is obviously thinks they're funny. All right, let's just remove them. Ben. So Ben's messages are removed. Ah, good, Matt. Have they got it in stock, though? Have they got it in stock? Have you reserved it? Have you reserved it, Jimmy? Oh, so the customer pays 6% on top of the booking. Oh, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? Ah, cool, Jimmy. That's good. I was going to say, can you imagine traveling and you walk into the store? I want a MacBook. And they kind of go, get out of there. They're all sold out. Get out of here, you rat. Get out of here. Who said you could come in here with a MacBook? Get out. What do you think this is? An Apple store? You're like, well, yeah. Yeah. You know what you want to do? You want to walk into a grocery store and say, hey, I want to buy an apple. Or you want to walk into an Apple store and say, hey, where's the banana section? Where's the juice? Do you have Granny Smith apples or just Royal Gala? Where are they? Where are they? You know, you go in with your shopping trolley. Oh, I come to get my groceries. That'll be hilarious. Right. Bum bum bum, we're about to say well, hey yo. Bum bum bum, we're about to say well, hey yo. Shall I tell you one thing I cannot stand? And when I see anything to do with them, I just have to move away, close my screen, change channel. The Kardashians, I cannot stand the Kardashians. Full stop, all right? I just cannot stand them. It's what I call manufactured celebrities. Too many manufactured celebrities out there. Just too many. For them, the hard work is like getting up. That's what they class as hard work, getting out of bed. That would be quite funny, Jimmy. A vlog about my trip to the store. Do you know what? I wish I had done a vlog about when I got my MacBook. Oh man, it was like when I took it out, I was like, oh my god. When you open it, it's like, oh. I do need to clean my screen though. There's loads of little specks on it, which, you know, easy to wipe off. We'll see, Jimmy. We will see. I'll probably lose all of my subscriptions the minute I put anything like that on with regards to the MacBook or the Apple. It might not go down very well. But yeah, hope that plugin works for you too, Charlie. Okay. In terms of the booking. Yeah, what plugin was that, Jimmy? What plugin was that? What was that? What plugin was that? I wonder what that is. I don't think I've heard of that one. I'm going to share the screen because Jimmy's just mentioned a plugin. Let's just share it. Let's have a look. So Jimmy's just mentioned, here we go. He's mentioned this plugin called wappointment.com. So let's try the demo. Let's see what it does. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. And then you book in a Woocommerce booking form. Ah, okay. All right. And what about this one here? Then how do we meet? Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is quite good. Because Calendly doesn't let you do this unless you pay for it. Ooh. Ooh, I say. I do declare. This is quite nice, isn't it? But what's the pricing like for it? Right, let's see what the add-ons are. Oh, I like that. Did you know what? I like that effect. Look at the oh no, it's gone now. It's not doing it. So when I scroll down and I scroll back up, that nice little effect where it moved in and out, that was nice. Let's go to the add-ons. Service. Oh, okay. Is that a one-off cost? Is that a one-off cost? Is that a one-off cost for that? So now if you had to pay 45 euros for appointments, is that a one-off cost? Multiple services as well. I might test this out. I quite like the look of that one. Never come across this before. I might test out. So what do you get with the free version? So what do you use it for, Jimmy? What do you currently use it for? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean the all-in-one, right? If you to get all of this for 99 euros is a no-brainer. But I would I'd probably want to know a bit more about like yes, but what do you use it for? I'm just gonna add this to my list of plugins to investigate. I always like it when I find when I hear about something new that I can have a play with, and if I find it's good and worthwhile, I do a video about it. You see, so thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Have a look at that. But what do you use it for? Use it for people to have a first free call with me for projects. And do you think it works better than doing Calendly? Do you think it works better than that? Do you think it works better than using Calendly? So this is a shout out to Nicholas Smith, who's right now watching me live. How you doing, dude? Hope you're okay. What is going on in the news right now? I haven't watched the news for about 3 hours. Because I know it's the same thing and it gets kind of depressing. And I don't mean depressing because I'm fed up of it, but I just, when you see more and more reports of children and people suffering, I hate to see that. I hate to see it. Yeah, good point. Good point, Jimmy, about the Calendly watermark. So the problem with that is that's one of the things I don't like either. And it's so in your face, isn't it? But yeah, I might have a look at that. I might install that and test it out. But it's also balancing off. What would you pay? I mean, if that's a one-off fee, that's not bad because Calendly you got to pay monthly, I think, or annually. It's quite expensive. I think it's what is it, $20 or £20 or something like that. Pro booking comment. Cool. 5 videos edited today. We are on a roll, people. We are on a roll. Might as well do the cover art for them, shouldn't I? While we're here. Shall we do the cover art? I think I'll test it out. I'll have a look. Because obviously I've used Calendly before and I have my likes and dislikes with it. It had a nicer feel to it, that WP, that appointment one. it had a bit of a nicer feel to it, so it'd be good to test out and have a look at what that does. It's really weird. This new family has moved in next door and they're decorating the house for the last 3 weeks. And what's really unusual is that every time they pull up, okay, it's pretty obvious that none of them ever use their seatbelts. The women, the men, no, not even the kids, from what I can tell. It's like none of them ever use their seatbelts. Like ever. Sometimes there's 3 or 4 cars a day, and it's fine, they're doing up their house, but I'm a bit like, huh? Huh? I mean, talk about living risky. Yeah, Bookly was I used Bookly a very long time ago. But it was the cost aspect. And I'm one of those cheapskates that I'll pay for a premium where the benefits are majorly massive. But sometimes it was a bit like, does the payment justify the benefit you're getting? So if I have to pay $10, $15 or pounds for something just for one little thing, you sort of go, is that really worth it? Which is why EV Mux, Joystein, where's the bananas? I've come for the bananas. Where's the banana stall? Yeah, so what was I saying? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Sure, I've lost my train of thought now. I forgot what I was saying. Brilliant, Dan. I'm really glad. Yeah, better quality image is going to help you out much better on there. And here's my tip, Dan. Wait a moment. Here's my tip, Dan. When you add the image, do not add the image as a background image to your section. Do not do that. Go to the section and add it as a background overlay, not a background image. Background overlay, you set the opacity to 1 because then the CSS option becomes available for you to mess around with the brightness, the contrast, and all of that. So you can now make that image look almost exactly how you want, okay? Background overlay, opacity 1, boom, 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 boom. All right, you're good to go. There you go, Charlie. This is brilliant. Okay, we were talking about something, Jimmy, weren't we? What was we were talking about Bookly, and then it was about oh yeah, paid for, yeah. So I pay for Canva, Publer, Premium. You got We Are Accountancy. We pay for Elementor Pro. You got your hosting, all of that. So if there are some plugins or some features that actually you can get a compromise or use something else which is free, I kind of go, if it works for you, use it. Because like multi-streaming, you have to pay Restream and StreamYard $30, $40 a month to get 1080p. What? 1080p should be standard. EV Mux gives me 1080p for free. For free. No brainer. No brainer. Yeah. Isn't that cool, Dan? We always think of background image and we go to the background and do it there. Go to the background overlay, opacity 1, and then you have brightness, contrast, all this shit becomes available for you to shit around with. So do your shit, Dan, okay? Yeah, and yeah, I'm glad you think like that too, Jimmy, because like when the benefits you get with paying for a premium outweigh, you got to go for it. It's like Elementor. When I first started using Elementor, I was using free. and I had loads of plugins. And then my brain clicked into gear. Hold on. I've got Elementor and then 3 or 4 other plugins. I've got an Elementor header footer. Oh, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Sorry, someone keeps calling me. I have to go on mute then. But they won't reply. I don't get it. Anyway, text me. They can text me. I mean, I'm going to be going off I'm going to be going off live in 30 minutes anyway. La dee dee da 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 da. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody now? Ow, 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 ow. Don't you want somebody to love? And don't you need somebody to love? Ow, 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 ow. Don't you want? Don't you want? Don't you want? Don't you want? Don't you want somebody now? Don't you need somebody now? Now, no good images here, are they, for Incubate Camo? Where's their images? They've got to have a good image here. Where is their logo? Let's just go with this logo here. Let's just rip this off here. Do 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 do. No, that's a rubbish image. We can't use that image. I need a better image for Reincubate Camo. Come on, guys. Need a better image for Reincubate Camo. Hey, I'm really glad, Dan. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Reincubate Camo. Where's the images for their logo? They've got to have a better image for their logo, right? All right, we'll use that one then. That's the image we need to use. Copy image. So you're just watching me now do my cover art. There we go. And that's another cover art done. So that one is now going to be called the camo one. It's re-incubate camo, in case anyone's wondering. Whoop. Hello. It's super. This is such a, I mean, this EV Musk, I mean, look at this. This is just, it's an incredible stuff. Excellent, Charlie. Widgets. You see that? I've input like, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Right? I've input a fake plant into the can to make it feel more au natural. Au natural. Right? Pushing for it. It's not happening yet. That's what it's all about. Pepsi Max. Don't know what happened there. Everything just went a bit blurry all of a moment, just for a second there. Hey Pickstar, how you doing? Pickstar, I haven't looked at your email properly yet. Stuff came in last night. I'll look at it today, okay? I'll look at it today. I promise, all right? Come on. Come on, come on. Yes, right. So we got the page. Let's go with something like that, I think. Something like that. I think that will work. And then if we go for 4-ish. Oh, there's always loads going on, Pickstar. There's always loads going on. There's always loads. Always loads. No, it's always good. It's good to see everyone here. You know, it is literally like having a virtual office. It really is. It's amazing, amazing, wonderful feeling. You know, and you can't knock it. You can't knock it. Damn, Jimmy, what are you running on your machine to have that many crashes? What are you running? Are you running loads of stuff? Like loads of programs? What are you running? What are you running on there? Right, that image is done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Right, what's the next one we need to do? Menu anchors. Do 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 do. 9-year-old tower computer. That's the worst. No, yeah. Do 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 do. Oh dear, Mark. Do you still go to Crosso Cliff? In fact, is there anyone even there in Crosso Cliff? Was it shut down? Is there anyone even there? Hey, you have to email me details. Not many minutes left to go. Yeah, you got to email details. I'll happily join it. I will happily join and watch. Rebirth? Steady on. It's just a new computer. Wow, flats in Crosso Cliff. What a change, hey? Rebirth. Now I'm worried. 3 minutes for a Chrome page to change. Wow. Do you know what? That would kill me. That would kill me. I mean, I loved my Surface Pro. I only had a Surface Pro 4, so it was already about, oh God, I don't know, 5 years out of date anyway, but it was a brilliant, brilliant machine until I realized how much friggin' noise it made when you did a video recording. And then as time went on, you know, if you were recording and it was more than 5 minutes long, the fan would go, "Meh," and it was like, what? To the point where I'd be talking into a microphone and you could hardly hear my voice. That's how powerful the fan was. And I was like, this is stupid. And I was like, just getting so angry. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that one. Hey Gerald, how you doing? EV Mux. Have you seen the video, Gerald? It is super good. EV Mux is like just EV Mux is the way to go. Take care, Jimmy. All right. Take care. See you soon, mate. Hold out. Not long to go. All right. I think I did say I was going to cut off now, so we're at the 3-hour mark. Yeah. Take care, Mark. All right, everyone. I've got to sign off as well because I'm done with what I really wanted to get done today. Well, for this slot, and now I want to go down and do some bench presses and stuff like that. But I'll see you all later. Well, probably not today, but I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow unless things change. But look, take care. Catch you all later and look after yourselves. Sorry, Gerald, you've just joined and now I'm going off. Oh, hold on. You've sent an email. Oh yeah, you did. I forgot to read it. As you can see. if you use Roboto, right? Roboto is like preloaded anyway, so you don't need to worry about it, Gerald. But to be honest, just go to Google Fonts and find one of their fonts. All right. And then find one of their fonts, Google Fonts, and then use one of them. And that's the best way to do it. All right. Google Fonts. And then preload it. So Charlie, Google URL inspection, API integration, Rank Math looks great. New today in Rank Math. Oh, is that a new update in Rank Math? Is that a new update, Charlie? Google URL inspection, API integration, Rank Math. Ah, I didn't know that. I'll have a look at that. So is that a new update then? All right, take care, Charlie. I'll catch you later, Charlie. See you all later, okay? Because I've just got to go and now shake my head now. 3 hours. Got to go move around a bit and go do some weights. All right, everyone. It's been fun. It's always fun with you guys. It's brilliant. Love it. Take care and speak to you all soon.